Know that the pain won't stop me, the rain won't stop me. Straight but could be better, but we in it together. I got you when you got me. And if I got it, you got it, baby. And we gon' thug it out till it's over.
Good. Lord, thank you for waking us up this morning, giving us another day to live, another chance to live, chance to get it right, chance to get it wrong, but a chance nonetheless. Thank you for giving us traveling mercy and traveling favor. Come to you as a couple, thanking you for this opportunity. Thank you for the creativity, and thank you for the idea of soulful discussions. This will be the first attempt, and I ask that you please bless it. I ask that you please be in the conversation, take away any feelings of nervousness, doubt, withdrawal, anything that's not of you. We ask that you remove it. We ask that you please guide the conversation. We ask that you bless and bless the meal for the nourishment of our bodies. We ask that you please get us through the first one, show us how to edit, give us the words to speak and the message to deliver, because we want to do it for you first and reach the people that you would have us to reach. Thank you for this opportunity. Again, we love and appreciate everything you do for us on a daily basis. It's in Jesus' name I pray. In Yeshua's name I pray. Amen.
So, and welcome to Soulful Discussions. I'm your host Maya Garvin, commonly known as Maya the author.
I'm doing both names.
Yeah.
My name is Davion. My name is Davion Van Pelt. Artist name Reverend. Hi, Ladner.
And this is Soulful Discussions, where we're not just eating, but we're feeding our spirits with deep conversations. And today, I'm sitting on food. Today we have, can't see it, but highly flavored. I just want to say, if you guys see this, I love that y'all play gospel music inside your establishment.
True.
I love that y'all have pamphlets with a bunch of Bible scriptures on it. Keep doing y'all thing, and I pray this is some good food.
I do too, because I'm gonna let you know if it ain't.
Wrong. Okay.
You want to jump straight into it or try the food first?
You try it
Yep.
first.
Nice and cold, just the way I like it.
We should have took a picture of the food before, but I see it. It's fine.
Well, we got video evidence. More about it.
Yeah. That's sweet chili sauce.
That is sweet and sour.
That's sweet chili. Got a little twang to it.
I'm guessing that's for the egg roll.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them what you got.
Okay, so I ordered a salmon egg roll. It comes with rice, salmon, and broccoli. Fried rice, salmon, and broccoli, and they gave me a bunch of fries. I got them. The fries is really good, and coming from somebody who just loves chicken tenders,
She do.
snack. But well, what's on the discussion table for today?
Well, I mean, forget my meal. I'm guessing is what you're saying.
We eating and talking.
Anyway, I got the 3 a.m.
though.
Whatever. I got the 3 a.m. burger. They say it's a fan favorite. 2 patty, cheese, fried egg, jalapenos. So I'm like, all right, I get with that. So I'm gonna get out a shot. But to answer the question, and starting off the season and the series, we talking about the fruits of the spirit. So the first one we touching on today is love. And I know you big on that, Miss Maya, the author.
I am a specialized author, especially for rom-com and romance. So this, let me put this to the side for me.
My God. Well, before we get into that, I figure a lot of people may not know what the fruits of the spirit is. So, in no particular order, but in every order: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So again, this first one we're gonna be talking about love. You gotta get on the ball. You gotta be prepared for these type of things.
I have a lot of church notes in here. I be forgetting.
You do. What's your favorite pastor's name?
Pastor Mike Jr. McClure. Rock City. We are Rock City.
So shout out to y'all because she got me watching your sermon, sir. But he says a good word, so I just suggest the sermon.
So today's discussion is love, but the first part we're going to be discussing the love we have for Christ. So I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
In what ways has God shown you love?
A lot. I woke up this morning, but some moments that stand out, because I know a lot of people can't really resonate with words too much. So just from my personal experience, where I felt it was nothing but God, is my previous car, the 2006 Malibu, my baby Melanie. Oh my God, she got impounded. I ran out of gas. Handle was broken. You can never tell when you was on E or not. So I called a homie. He said that he would come with a gas container and fill it up. By the time he got there and we filled it up, the car wouldn't start, so I needed to jump. He said he had a kit at his house. We go get the kit. I come back, my car is gone. I'm glad that's funny. I come back, my car is gone, nowhere to be seen. So my heart immediately dropped. So I went to an impound lot down the street that I know of. They told me that they had the car, and I was asking how they found it. How did it even get there? I wasn't going like 15 minutes. So they say, well, the paramedics saw you. You were in the turning lane, which is illegal, and you can't leave a car abandoned. I didn't know. So paramedics called the police. The police called the impound lot, and the impound lot came and got my car. So that had me spot, because at the time I was working a job that was an hour away to and from, and I needed the money. But after losing my car in that fashion, I was able to go to the Chevrolet dealership. And long story short, my credit, even though it wasn't developed, even though they kept telling me it wasn't high enough and it wasn't enough foundation for it, even though I didn't have much of a down payment for it, I was able to walk out with a 2024 Malibu. So I lost the Malibu to get a Malibu. And that just blew my mind. Because the whole time I'm in there talking to him, he's like, do you believe you're going to get a car? Because I think God is going to let you walk out with a car today. So it hurt me that I lost mine, especially in the way that it happened. But I feel like God showed enough love and, grace to me to bless me with another one. Another one, he comforted me. I physically felt his presence in a hug at my lowest emotional state. That's when I was pretty much just out of it. I didn't really talk much. All I did was go to work. I didn't celebrate my birthday. I celebrated by clocking in. And I just found myself in a room one day, just listening to the instrumental or a few instrumentals. And I just broke down in the middle of the night bad. I couldn't sleep. And I was just sitting like directly in the middle and just did like one of them long, like one of those. And then like I physically felt, the arms, and it just felt like a cloud. It felt warm. It felt like I could feel it in my heart. It wasn't like a regular, oh, hey, how you doing? Like you feel somebody hug you. It was more personal. It was more understanding. Like he understood the situation I was in, understood the mental capacity I was at, and all it took was a touch to like, I got you. Let it out. Because as a man, I don't show too much emotion, or I didn't at that point in my life. Another way, protecting my family, knowing that they're my most prized and close attachment. As you know, I take care of my family. I love my family deeply. And there's been a lot of situations where that was threatened, that was in jeopardy, and a lot of things try to separate us, a lot of things try to take us out, but God sees fit to keep us together, keep us close. And if there is a disagreement, we're able to hash it out at a certain point in time. So I think God shows a lot of love for me by keeping my close family together, because we've been together all my life. And that really means a lot to me, seeing how I consider my family to be one of the most important things to me. Um, Using my gifts to reach people positively. So it's no secret. I do music, I rap, I just started songwriting, and I am a trombone player. And I've gotten a lot of positive comments. I got my first negative comment today. Yeah, that's how you know you're
We
doing
love
something.
that.
That's how you know you're doing something. But it's comments where I hear people emotionally attached to it. One specifically I can remember is my mom said one of her students when she was teaching had said he listened to my song. I think it was Off Day, if I'm not mistaken. And he said, it's like I heard the line, I hear everybody's thoughts, but I can't put faces to it. That was Local Locomotion. And that hit me because I'm like, something that I felt somebody else could resonate with. And if he could feel some type of relief, feel some type of just a feeling of not being alone, somebody else understands it, that hit me. So for me to be able to have a gift that can reach people positively, that can resonate, that can relate, that can uplift, whatever, that means a lot to me. And I feel like God showed me a lot of love, giving me a gift that can spread that type of love. Don't worry, I'm halfway there. You'll get your chance to talk, but it's me right now.
Take your time, King. Take your time.
He's prevented a lot of run-ins with harm and death. There were a couple instances where I shouldn't be here right now, self-inflicted and just environmentally. I've been in several car accidents that I walked away from, not a scratch. The car took most of the damage. Could have been a lot worse. I've been in situations where a gun could have been pulled and I could have been taken out. Situations where I've walked into, out of rage or anger, situations that I probably couldn't have walked out of if it wasn't for God, like diffusing the situation or clicking something in me mentally, like just going in a rage trying to protect somebody, especially if it comes to family. Like it's just a lot of situations. God bailed me out. I could have flipped my car trying to race by my college, and it's like the most that happened was my tire was misaligned with the rim, and I was still able to get back. So it's like he spared me a lot of times when I've been doing a lot of dumb stuff, especially when I was little. Um, Helping remove my temper and vengeful episodes. I was very rageful as a kid. I'll admit it. I had and still deal with at times temperament issues. Again, especially when it comes to family, when I have a plan that doesn't go, the way I set it to, because I like to plan to a T. And if it doesn't follow that, I have a problem with that. If I feel threatened, if I feel, just like I'm in a position where I have to be dominant and angry and, forceful, helping remove that temper. Surrounding me with business wise people to mentor and guide my knowledge. I've met a lot of people that I feel like I never would have met if I didn't stay obedient, like therapists, business, like successfully thriving in business individuals, producers, filmmakers, being on movie sets, being on live broadcast plays, just a part of a lot that I don't feel like I should have been. And I feel like he exposed me to that to show it was possible. especially with me being a creative and loving movies and loving music. He showed me and surrounded me with people that can point me in the right direction. Because I got a bad thing with me thinking I'm right a lot or more often than I should. And, putting me around those type of people, you see how little you really know. So I feel like that was good for me to really humble myself and just understand that there's a lot more to learn. There's a lot for me and a lot of work for me to put in. So, another way you show love is letting me know there's more out there than just the hood, more out there than just the basketball court, more out there than just, smoking, drinking, having fun, partying. Like, it's more to life than just what you know and what you see. And everybody don't get that privilege to understand that it's that type of movement outside of where they at, outside of the environment. He convicts me when reverting back to old behaviors and habits. You know what they say, that inner voice hit you. I do, and I'm a strong believer in the fact that that's the Holy Spirit. So him activating that in me and letting me know when it's somewhere I shouldn't go, someone I shouldn't be dealing with, a situation I shouldn't jump on, a door I shouldn't walk through. He convict me, and when I'm going back to having cravings of smoking or drinking, or when I'm in a mood swing, a rageful episode, dealing with old feelings of lust, stuff like that convicts me. I feel bad about it. And I feel like that's a sign that he's present, because if you don't feel no type of way, then that's a dangerous place to be in. So the fact that I'm feeling convicted, the fact that I want to do better, I feel like that's God saying, I believe you. I see more in you, and I love you enough to let you know that this isn't who you are. So I feel like that conviction is a huge show of love. Allow my mistakes to teach me and not destroy me. Again, doing and making a bunch of dumb decisions, harmful decisions, and none of it has taken me out or landed me in a position that I can't come back from. I haven't been arrested, haven't been caught in a situation I couldn't bounce back from. I've had my consequences and I'm still reaping my consequences, but it didn't destroy me. He's allowed these lessons to teach me what and what not to do, and good decisions to make, what I shouldn't be involved in, stuff like that. Because a lot of people, they mess up once and that's it. So to be granted all these chances is nothing but love, nothing but God. And last but not least, he called me where I was and not where I thought I should be. So in my head, I used to always think I had to be anointed. I had to be able to speak in tongues. I had to be involved in every church group, especially growing up in church and being a pastor's kid. I just thought I had to be in a certain position in order to hear from God. I figured he ain't want to hear from me. He don't know me. He don't want to know me. What type of situation am I putting forth to where he even want to hear me talk? But with age and with experience, he's shown you're exactly where I wanted you to be. I wanted you to reach those low points. I wanted you to sit there crying. I wanted you to experience near death. I wanted all of that so you can understand why I love you so much. So you can understand that I was there the whole time. So you can understand why it's so important for you to know me, and then explain to others how you got to know me. So it didn't take me reading the whole Bible twice. I still haven't. It didn't take me studying and going to church school and going to university for it. It didn't take me really anything to get to know God, because I didn't search for him. He searched for me. And the fact that he made me aware of, I see you. So either you come or you go. It was free will. That made me want to go to him. That made me curious. It made me like, dang, even when I'm not willing, you still willing to love me. You still willing to stick around for me. That just made me like, okay, I can give this a genuine shot to realize and understand what and why I'm here and the relationship you want to have with me. So I say all of those are just a few ways God has shown, that type of love towards me. And if you have no rebuttal or response, then you have the floor.
I always gotta respond.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because in a lot of points you had said, pretty hard. I don't want to interrupt you, but then I'd be like, but I'm gonna just go in this, and if it pop back up, I'll spin the block on you.
Okay.
So, ways that God has shown me love personally is I had depression for like.
This is huge. But go ahead, my bad.
I had depression when I was younger for like a good 8 years. I got diagnosed with bipolar depression back in 2015. You know, the gist of like all of that, trigger warning and stuff. Not for to say anything, but I dealt with that severely, and honestly, I didn't think it would be curable. But my God is an amazing God. So, with that being said, I don't have depression anymore. I'm probably the happiest person you guys will ever meet and ever see. But God just showed me love by sending his one and only son here to forgive my sins.
You gotta talk about
it. Because he didn't have to do that for real, but he did. And honestly, it's just, I'm grateful for it. I feel like on one event that was genuinely like, it was a transformation season for me. Like, I was going through some, what's it called? Is it government issues? No. I was going through.
What government? Legal?
Legal issues. I was going through some legal issues. And honestly, I was at the bus stop. I was crying on my way to the bus stop. And then, like, I was waiting for my bus. It was like 15 minutes. About 7 minutes in, some lady turns to me. Mind you, we've been standing next to each other for a good, like, 7 minutes. And she's like, you know Jesus loves you, right? I bawled on my way home. Right on the 31 in Philadelphia. Because I was just like, despite feeling like I'm not enough, I know it's somebody that I can rely on, and somebody who tells me I'm enough, who loves me as I am, and going to continue to push me farther in life. So just to have that reassurance, even speaking through people, because I love when God speaks through people for me, but just to have that just makes life. And he loves me even as I strayed away from him, and just walking back to God. It was easier said than done, but his love never wavered. And just, I'm gonna stop saying just. And well, I don't know how I use another word, but let me not say that. I know how to use another word. Basically, on my walk back to God, because it's similar to what you were saying about just growing up in a church. It just felt like everybody, like, it's like you don't know God till you know God. And at that point, like, I knew of God, but I didn't know him personally. I didn't have a relationship. I just knew, like, he's above the clouds. Yeah.
The story.
And it took a season of transformation, a season of isolation for me to really lock in with God. And to be honest, I ain't never switch up since. And it's just amazing, honestly. God shows me love just by me existing, me still being here. Even if, God forbid, I'm not here no more, I'm still going to be VIP list for heaven by all means. When he come back, and he is coming back,
right.
I'll be here. So it's just, I don't really have a long list because mine's is straightforward about it. I just feel him. I can see him in flowers. I can see him when dogs pass and the animals. I said Kyle earlier, like
Oh my God.
like just God and God's people, and I love him.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Well, now I have a question to ask you then.
Oh,
So, what is it about animals do you really think you love so much? Because I just gotta ask, and I never asked you that before.
I don't know. I feel like this just started to be. I always love animals. I always love dogs because, like in Philly, it's not like we got like cows and stuff like that. And it's like I hit seeing them more often. But it's kind of like the feeling you have with old school cars. Like it's just reassurance that one God is everything and in everything. But more importantly, I feel like they're not. They just be so carefree and innocent. They're like little babies. Little babies. And especially when they treat it right and they just live out in the earth, well, on earth, and just free to be themselves. And I just love that. So I get excited when we drive past them.
Every time. It don't matter if it's a squirrel. It don't matter if it's a roach. You love everything.
Not the roach.
So, I like that, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that or resonate with the fact that they might not have the words or experiences like I do. It can just be straightforward. Everybody's experience is different as far as having a relationship with God. So I'm glad you said that. As far as it's not really much to say about it, it's just you're living it. That's what it sounds like. So I just wanted to put that out there. Don't try to force it and don't try to dress it up to make it look cute. Your relationship with God is your relationship with God.
And can't nobody speak on your relationship to God because it is a one-on-one.
Absolutely.
It's one and the one thing.
Okay. I like that. And I would pretty much wrap up the first segment. You want to keep going to the next one?
Yes, sir.
I bet. Hold on first. What's your review on Highly Flavored? Brutal honesty.
I feel like it probably would have been better if it was like hot and ready. Like it was hot and ready, don't get me wrong, but like I feel like if we would have ate it, like if they had a restaurant, it would have tasted better. The fries is really good though. I would just say the rice is a little hard, but I would spin a block just to give them another chance because we got to support our people, all people, honestly. But keep doing y'all thing. I'm proud of y'all, and look forward to whatever I choose to eat on menu next.
Facts.
But how about you? How was the smash burger? Wait, you had the 3 a.m. burger. How was that?
Cold. You know I don't like my food unhot. So
It was a drive though. It was a
yeah,
drive.
but fries good, well seasoned I say, but not overly seasoned. They don't got like Cajun and all type of stuff like that. It just tastes like regular solid fries. That burger though, I'll give it to them for the price and the size. I say it does match. Flavor solid. The jalapenos not really spicy, but I like spice. Would I get it again? Absolutely. Probably try the salmon or something next. So I say they pretty solid. I'll give them about a 7 out of 10.
I get mine's about. I get about a 7.
7. Okay. And with that, we can start the second segment.